What is up, you homosexuals, and welcome to BTT, Bestie Tea Time, episode 2, My Tragic Love Life. I'm so different. So, I want y'all to know that this is a podcast, just like the first episode was. It was just a little more videoized, but I want y'all to be able to listen to this when y'all are like literally cooking or just doing something. You don't have to actually watch the video and pay attention to it to get the gist of the story. Yeah, I just want to make that clear. Now stop, wait, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow my Instagram and Snap and turn on post notifications to get notified when I post a new video. But let's really just get into my love life and how tragic it has been. Well, tragic, sorry, is a bit of an overstatement. I'm just gonna literally go down each person in like the time period and everything and just reflect on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna try to remember everybody. Like I wrote down some ones because I it's a lot. Into it. We starting from middle school, baby, okay? Big 18 now. We starting from when I was what, 12? Yeah, we starting. Okay, so the first person that I would like to talk about is, his name was Eric. Man, this man was fine. I'm telling you, I bet if I see him right now, girl, I would be on my knees. Yeah, he was real bad. And he was like he was one of the popular kids. So like I was like a nobody. I wasn't even all that cute for real. So he wouldn't have paid attention to me. I don't even think he knew I existed. He probably still doesn't know I exist. But I had a fat ass crush on him, bro. Like I needed that. And everybody else did too, because he was just like, he's this Mexican boy, but he was real fine. Okay, moving on. So we're gonna get into Rashad. So Rashad was actually a dare. I had a friend in middle school. We still like follow each other on Instagram or anything, so no bad blood or anything. But her name was Journey. It was spelled different from the Journey that was in the other video. But she had dared me to ask him out because he had noticed me. Like I had got detention this one time, and he was there, and he came up to me. He was like, blah blah blah. We was talking or whatever, and like we was texting, and he like asked me out, or I think I asked him or something. No, he asked me out, and then she was like, yes, say yes, but it was like a dare, some shit like that. I don't remember exactly what happened. This is middle school, okay? I have terrible memory, but so I did it, and I was like, yeah. So then we were dating for like a week, and I did not like that shit, first of all, because I was not used to affection. I don't like to be touched, and for him to just like, he tried to like grab my ass and everything, and I was just like, I remember one time I was on my period too, so I had a pad on and I did not want him to feel that shit. I was like, no thank you. And I remember this one time where Journey had gave me like a kiss candy, right? And she was like, ask him if you want a kiss, but don't show him the candy. And I'm like, bro, I'm nervous. So my stupid ass, I was scared. I was like, you want a kiss? But I had the thing in my hand, and he was like, sure. I'm like, oh! So now, girl, I did not kiss that man. I did not kiss him. Okay, next we're gonna roll into T. So this was 2021. Okay, this is March. I would say January, March, April. About April, I had got Yubo not too long before then, and you know I was just on live and everything, and I saw this girl. This is, y'all, please don't cover me, please, I'm begging. Okay, bro, so listen, she was this white girl. Now I don't discriminate, baby. If you fine, you fine, come here, let me eat it. But she was a white girl, and she was like, yeehaw, country girl. It looked like it. And her name was T, and she was more of like a mask, and I don't needed that. I fucking needed that, and I don't know why the fuck I needed that, because I don't want that shit now, okay? But I had a fat crush on her, bro. Like I used to just sit in her lives and just talk to her like, hey mama. I was so nervous, I really didn't talk for real. But yeah, so then, you know, I would just sit in the live. She used to play Fortnite and everything. I don't think we ever played together though, no. But I used to want her to just so fucking bad. Don't know why. Next, we jump. It's about it's April. I was on Yubo, but I was also on Amigo, so I was like sharing my thingy and like being on there and everything. And it was this guy that I had met like prior, like a month or two before, and I forgot his name, but we was on there talking for like hours and everything, but we never got each other like contact info. So he popped back on there again while I'm on live, and we're just talking and everything, and there's people in the comments, and they're like, oh, y'all cute together, blah 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 blah. And we ended up making like a whole group chat and everything, and they named him Blush Blush. And like, we didn't end up going out or anything or even talking in that capacity, but he's just one of the people that, like, he was sweet, so I would have actually liked him and everything. But now we're gonna jump forward, or we're on the same day. The same day I'm on Yubo and on Amigo at the same day. I was actually on there, and my friend Jamarion was in the comments, and this other guy named, we call him Kiddo, and we all met, and my cousin was on there, everything. So this is where I met my first relationship, my first real relationship, because I don't count Rashad as a relationship. That shit was like a week. If it's not more than a month, bitch, I'm not counting you. So we're gonna call her R. I'm not gonna say her real name because why would I do that? But I met her, she was in the comments, and she was telling me like, oh yeah, y'all cute together, blah blah, me and Blush Blush, and we all made a group chat, and I used to call her Strap. Why? I don't know, I was 14. But this is May 7th, 2021, and that's how we met and everything. And you know, she was cute to me, she was real cool. I was like, oh my gosh, we finna be really good friends, like, hello. And so it got to where I was telling her like, you know, oh my god, I have a crush on T, bro, like, what do I do? And she's like, bro, I'm gonna help you. She's like, go on live or join her live and I'll join too, and then like I'll kind of like guide you on what to say. So we both get on the live, and she's just laughing the whole time basically, because she's like, girl, this bitch is like not it. But I didn't see it at the time, okay? I didn't see it, so I was just like, And so I was actually, I think I was playing on live, and T had joined actually, and then she was in the comments, and she's like, okay. T was like, okay, you get even better, then me and you could play. I'm all giddy like, ooh, and R in the comment is just like, I'm like, what's T? So then when T wasn't like giving me back that attention that I needed, for real, she wasn't reciprocating the feelings. I was like, I told R, I was like, bro, I need a new crush for real. And she was like, I could be your new crush. I'm like, word? But I thought she was just fucking joshing. That bitch was not joshing. Okay, she was not fucking joshing. So it became one of those things where it's not a friendship, it's more of like a flirty friendship. So like when we was on live and everything, we used to just like, oh yeah, I used to be always talking on the live. She'll be in the comments. She never actually got up on the live, but she'd be like, oh yeah, I want this house, we gotta have this many kids. Like we were just literally searching and planning our future, but we weren't dating or anything. It was literally just that. I had really bad not trust issues, really bad jealousy issues. I'm not joshing, really bad, like really bad. So like when she would be like talking to other people, like she used to come to my thing, and oh my god, this, like she told me literally one time I was on live, she's like, I was just on this girl's live and she literally moaned my name. I'm just like, what the fuck, why the fuck would you tell me that? But I didn't say that, but I'm just thinking like, bitch, is you cool? Hello. But I never said that. But even like this one girl, her username used to be Mommy on there, and she would just flirt hardcore with her, and I just hated it because I'm like, I'm starting to like her for real, and it's just like, we always used to get mad at each other though. Like I didn't know how to communicate because I was 14 at the time and she was 15, so it's just like I was not knowing how to communicate. I didn't know how to deal with a relationship because I've never actually been in a real one in order to actually express how I felt. So yeah, then fast forward to June 7th, a month after we had met, like literally a month later after we met. I was on live, and my boy best friend Jamarion, he was on the panel, and R was in the comments, and some girl had joined, right? And well, actually, before I even get into that, I couldn't, bro, it was this one time I couldn't hear her voice. Like I wanted to hear her talk so bad, but I was scared. So when she joined, like she was like, I bet you won't answer my accept if I try to get on that live. And when she tried to request to get on top to actually talk, girl, I panicked and I ignored it, okay? She even called my phone and everything. And I was like, girl, I'm not answering that. I'm scared. So she got up there. She said like, hey or something. And I screamed and I kicked her off so quick. But after that, that's when I discovered my love for voices, because if you have a sexy voice, I want you. Voices are very important to me. So like, I don't like your voice, then I don't think I can be with you, because I like that. I like Billy's voice. Billy's voice is literally the most perfect voice to me, along with R. I feel like they have the most perfect voice to me, and I love it because it's like, it's not too girly, but it's also like that perfect amount of rasp in it. You feel me? So like, I love it. And that's how she talked, and I freaking loved her voice. And so she finally got up there, and I finally let her, but I was like so scared I was not talking. So she ended up getting back down. But basically, so this girl had joined, and she was basically, oh, you never text me back, blah blah blah. And I'm just so irritated and annoyed. And then R is like, okay, I gotta go, I'll be right back. So she left the live, and you know, I'm just mad quiet. So she get back on there, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm just so irritated, like so irritated. And then what happened? Oh, she's like, well, we're not even together, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, like, do you even like me? She's like, I don't, like, what? And then I was like, I had to boss up. I was like, R, do you want to be my girlfriend? I said it over text though, and she was like, no. And I swear to God, I remember seeing this moment. I was in my room, my heart dropped, my stomach plummeted down to the earth, okay? And then a minute later, like, not even a minute later, but like right back, she texts, she like, nah, yeah, lol. And I'm like, bro, you freaking scared me. Don't ever do that again. But before I had even asked her out, mind you, this is all happening within like a month span, bro. I had Kiddo, our mutual friend, like, cause we all had met there. I had him like text her and be like, oh, was you trying to talk to me or whatever, just to like get a feel of it. And she actually got mad at him and sent me the screenshot. Was like, I told you he liked you. And I'm like, bro, he don't like me. Like, I was just trying to say, if you like me, but I ain't say that. I was just like, bro, he don't like me. So she got mad and everything. Toxic. We were both so toxic, bro. It's not even funny. So you know, we're dating. It's very kind of rocky. A lot of arguments, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of getting mad at each other. But you know, we fast forward, go 5 months. We hit 5 months. It was cool and everything. Like, I was talking to her when I had COVID and I was stuck in Detroit and everything. It was just, I loved her. I fell in love with her, and like the first time, I don't remember the first time I told her, but we would say I love you to each other like before that. But it was never like, it was just, oh, I love you as a person. It was never, oh, I'm in love with you yet. We didn't get to that point yet until, well, I didn't realize that until like about August, maybe July. And I was like, I think I'm in love with this girl. And you know, she had said the same thing back to me and everything, and we just got more emotional with it. Like, I used to let her talk to my siblings. She had special names for them and everything. So fast forward to November, we end up breaking up, or she broke up with me, honestly, because I feel like I should have really thought about this before I really just went ham on her, but I didn't, and I take full responsibility for that. But she was gambling, and it was within the family or whatever, but I just felt like, you know, we trying to plan for our future, you feel me? So like, don't gamble your money away. Like, save it, invest it, period. And I just snapped on her through text, and I was just like, bro, you don't listen, blah blah blah. And she was like, I don't think I can do this anymore. And so she just, yeah. And now what I'm about to say next, trigger warning, I take full responsibility for this. I know it was wrong. I apologize. Sorry. R, I want to say your name. If you ever see this video, I just want you to know that I'm going to put that down because I want you to really hear this in case you ever watch this. I really want you to know that I really do apologize for what happened, because that's a terrible thing to do and a terrible thing to say to somebody. And I don't have no excuse for it. I just was young. I was in an emotional state, and that's still not an excuse. I am sorry, and that's one of the things I regret the most in life, because I'm very sorry about what happened. But I just panicked, and I told her I was gonna, you know, KMS, and I wasn't actually, well, I was really thinking about it at the moment, like I was gonna take some pills, but I was too scared to actually do it. But just to say that to her, and it really scared her, from what I know, from what she told me, like she was really scared and crying, and she kept like, I kept blowing up her phone to get her trying to answer, but she said she couldn't do it. And then after that, like the days leading up to it, she became so paranoid that I was gonna do something. Like, I would have to text her like every 2 hours, and it was just so bad. It was so bad. Like, before we even had broke up, we had like took a break and everything and got back together, and it was just like, it was bad. But that was November, and then that was still 2021. Fast forward to December, we got into a big argument about something. I don't remember exactly what, but it was big enough for us to like not talk, like really big. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah, it was bad. So we stopped talking. And then for those next couple of months following, like going into 2022, I had got my daughter Salem, and I got Wiz because I saw she had Wiz and I never had it before, so I just got it and was just like, you know, trying to meet people in there, friends and everything. That's actually how I met my best friend Journey, or not my best friend at the moment anymore, but that's how I met her. And I've met a lot of people, but I didn't talk to them for more than a day. Honestly, that's when I developed my power of ghosting and being able to just cut somebody off. Like, I literally ghosted people left and right, and that's not a good thing to do, but they just was not given, I'm not gonna lie. But I met this one girl, Ayana. Fuck this bitch. And she was one of those types where I don't know, I just needed attention or something, or she just wanted attention and I gave it to her, because she was real key a bitch. Like, she would not answer any of my questions, but she'll just randomly send me a picture or some shit and just completely ignore what I said. And it would just be so random. Like, she'll be with her friends, she just take a picture of their legs and just send it, completely disregarding what I said beforehand or whatever. And she just called me nigga, and I don't like that shit. Like, I'm not your nigga, bro. Don't fucking piss me off. But yeah, and I had cut her off because she said something, and I don't remember what, but like not too long after that, she had ended up texting me, oh, I miss you. I'm like, how you miss me, blah blah blah, and she just didn't have an answer for her, so I just stopped talking to her. But yeah. Then fast forward to August. For those of y'all who don't know, my brother was murdered that month, and I was so out of it. And me and R still are not, we weren't talking at that time. So for some reason, she had decided to, she felt something. I think this was the universe. I think this was her spirit guides, my spirit guides, somebody. But they told her to go watch my story. And so she did. And she reached out to me after like feeling that, because I was going to reach out to her. Like, I had a message typed up and everything. But when I woke up, I was sitting in a hotel, but when I woke up, I saw she had texted me, and my heart dropped and everything, because I was planning on texting her when I got up, but I was too scared to actually send the message. And so she texted me, and she's like, I saw your story, I'm sorry, and everything. And it's like, she knew him, because they used to talk, like, she used to call him Michael Jackson and everything. And so, like, she built a connection with my siblings. So it's like, my mom loved her, she loved my mom. I mean, my brother, they had a love-hate relationship with it, because they saw how sad she made me, because guys, I would be crying left and right. Like, I was so sad, and I tried to think like the good outweighs the bad, but I was so sad being with her. Like, I used to be emotionally drained, okay? Whew. So she was there for me with that and everything. Pause. Go back. We have to go back a little bit. Hold on. Before that happened, I actually, back in the beginning of 2002, before my brother had passed, there was a girl named Jasmine, and I had met her January 2022. And oh my god, I actually really like this girl, and I'm so sad that I was not over R, because like, it was crazy because their birthdays was a day apart. Aquarius, okay? I was like, oh, but we had start talking, because she's like, oh yeah, I just stopped talking to my ex. I was like, oh my god, me too. So we ended up start liking each other. Like, this girl literally randomly out of nowhere, I'm on live saying how broke I am, and she literally sent me $30. We're about a good 15, 16, and you just sending me $30 like that. I was smitten, okay? But then my best friend Jamarion, boy best friend, he ended up telling me something that happened with R, and then I just went right back, and it was bad, because me and Jasmine, she was basically like trying to trying to talk to me about something. I'm just like, I'm not your picture. I'm not your girl. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. Like, that's not how it's gonna work. So me and her ended up start talking, and then me and R start talking again, blah, blah, blah. But me and her never actually got back together. It was more of a friends with benefits type of thing, but not even in person, because she lived she was not even near me. What the hell? But, so she was there for me with my brother's death and everything. So fast forward to September, I had my first kiss, and she was mad when I told her. It was at a mall with some random boy. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. But yeah. And so she got mad, and she was like, you know, I don't think we'll ever get together. Not even because of that, just because she just didn't want to be with me. And I'm like, oh. So I was crying and everything, yeah. Not hot. Not fucking hot. So then I started working at McDonald's after my birthday in October. And I had met this guy up there. I forgot his name. But I started liking him, honestly. And, like, I found out, oh, he liked me too. We never kissed or anything, but it was just, oh, I like you too. But I was getting ready to move, so it was like, it's not gonna really work. Then fast forward to about December 2022, where me and R, I had to block her because I was at work talking with a coworker, and this is not something you discuss at work, but we did, and it was like, oh, would it hurt to get for the first time? And he's a guy, so I'm like, I think it would, but he was like, it doesn't. And so I knew that R was already active and I wasn't, so I texted him, I'm like, does it hurt, blah blah blah? And she was like, why are you doing it? And I was like, and then I had got a customer order, so I couldn't reply back because I'm in the middle of working when I'm texting her. And so she's like, nah, you took too long, I don't believe you. I'm like, what the heck? And I was like, you really think that low of me? Like, you think I'm a whore or something? And she was like, I don't know. So then we just start really getting into it, arguing. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna block you. And I was crying the whole time I did it. I had just got off work and I was bawling my eyes out while I did it. I didn't even want to go to work the next day, but one of my favorite managers, it was his last day, so I went for him. But I was really sad. Then fast forward to 2023, about June. I had met my friend. Should I say her name? Me and her don't talk no more anyway, so I'm gonna just say it. I met my friend Sophia, and we were cool. I had a feeling that she might have liked me at first. Don't quote me on it. She probably didn't, so I'm not putting words in her mouth. But I don't know. I just got the vibe, like, I don't know. She probably didn't, but who knows? So, you know, I started like liking her a little bit, but it kind of grossed me out because one, she's younger than me. Not too young, like not like 13 or some shit. No, we were in high school. So, I think I was 16 and she was 15. Like, our birthdays are like back to back. Hers is in August, mine is in October. So it's like, yeah. So I just felt a little off because I'm like, I don't want to feel like a pervert. And also she's my friend and she probably might like me back. So it was just like that whole type of thing. But I had a fat ass crush on her towards the end. Oh my god, guy, it was so bad.
I want you to look at me right now. Look at me. I want you so bad. I want you so bad. Oh, I want you so bad. Please notice me. Notice me. I'm trying to be your girlfriend. I'm trying to be your person. All of that.
But then R kept popping back up. Yeah, I didn't like that. So it was like I would be talking about R to her, and I feel like after hearing so much about R, she kind of just like stopped wanting to be that like liking me or whatever, if she did like me. But towards the end, I really did had a huge crush on her. But this is like after Christmas, so going into 2023, or no, not yet. So basically during that time, I also had another crush on somebody named I'm not saying his name, but I used to work with him. Yeah, I had a fat crush on this man. Like I still got him on Instagram. He's still fine. I do not care. Like, should I say his name? Alexis, you are so fine. I don't care. So I had a fat crush on him. I hope you never see this, but I had a fat crush on him. And yeah, hopefully you couldn't tell, but I used to love working with you. But I was so scared to actually say something. Like, it took me like months just to ask him for his Instagram, but it was only to play Fortnite. So scary, okay? Not too much.
Guys, I was walking back getting my book in Spanish, and I see him talking to a bitch. I see my man talking to a bitch. I don't want him no more. Fuck him. Me and my man, and he could really be my man forever. But you talking to a bitch? Nigga, no. I'm hurt. My heart is hurting right now, bro. It's hurting. I was not even looking for him. I was looking for him. I don't know. But I had looked up and I seen him and a girl walking. Why do you have to cheat right in front of my face, though? If you couldn't be on that side of school and cheat on me, like, what the fuck, you had to be right in front of my face to that shit? Fuck you. Don't ask me to play Fortnite with your bitch ass. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
I met this girl named Kayla. She was international. She was from Wiz. And she had this cute accent. So I'm like, oh, I like a little accent. It's really cute. So, we'll be texting and everything. And she would get mad about the stuff that I, like, reposted on my story. Like, if I was talking about Aaron Anderson, Dean Winchester, somebody that's, like, a person or something, she would just get so upset. And mind you, we're not dating. So if I got to the point where I was like asleep or something and I texted back and she was like, oh no, go have fun talking to your man, blah blah blah, I'm like, who the fuck? Hello, is you cool?
No, what's weird is you making up delusional scenarios. Nobody's talking to no hoes. No one's talking to a guy. Why do you keep bringing this stuff up? You keep calling me a hoe and I'm not. I'm very much single. I'm very single, so I can talk to whoever I want, whenever I want, however I want. So if I wanted to unblock my ex and talk to her because I miss her sexy voice, I can. But no, I'm not going to text my ex because I don't want to talk to her. She's blocked for a reason. But you keep bringing her up like you want me to text her, so I will text her. Like, what? Make it make sense. No, babe, I'm being petty. That's what this is because you're being delusional. Yeah, no one forced you to be on the phone with me for 12 hours. You didn't want me to hang up, so let's just make that clear. Two, yeah, being on the phone with me is never a waste. I'm never a waste. You were blessed with those 12 hours. Let's just keep it a buck. But no, I very much do like women. Very, very, very much. Like I've said before, I am a bisexual, meaning that I have a preference for women. I prefer women. So I prefer women, like I've been saying, but I am attracted to men. Would I date a man? Probably not. But do I think that they're cute? Yes, I do very much. So I'm just confused why you're getting so upset when I'm single. Very much single. I'm just very confused right now.
Because I had to really cuss her out and really get into it because you're not gonna talk to me crazy. You at your big age, she was like 21, I was 17. At your big age, DPMO, I do not care. So I really had to like cuss her out. I don't regret it. I still don't. And so fast forward to October, I met this girl through a group chat, like a dating group chat, and they paired us up, and her name was Jalea. And we was talking for a little bit, and then I was like, "What, do you want to be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "Yeah." Mind you, the next fucking day, I broke up with her because I said, "Okay, what's your Instagram?" Like after we had started dating, she's like, "Oh no, baby, you can't get that." That was her exact words. I'm like, why? She was like, "Nah." And she tried to really avoid it. And I'm like, well, if I can't, I'm not, and I mind you, I wasn't asking for her password, nothing. I was just straight up asking for the Instagram name just so I could follow her. And she couldn't give me that. So I had text her, I'm like, bro, I need a breakup message. And so I went to ChatGPT and I just said, I don't think this is working. And she was like, oh, okay. And that was it. I don't claim that relationship because that was really a fucking 24 hours. I'm not claiming that shit. Then, going back to going back to she was flirting with me while she was talking to somebody. Let me get into it. She actually, I noticed like towards 2023 that she became like real distant, like she didn't want to get freaky with no more, like none of that. So I'm like, and so it turns out she was actually talking to somebody. I found this out in October. She was actually talking to someone. Yeah, she had a girlfriend. yeah. So we got into it, and she was like, please don't do my girlfriend made me block you. I said, fuck you and that bitch. I don't give a fuck, bitch. No, I'm gonna show you these little clips, y'all. It's really embarrassing, but I'm gonna put them in here. I was bawling my eyes out when she told me that she slept with the girl, because that really hurt me in my soul. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like emotionally and physically is both worse, but to really connect like your body with someone and really give yourself to someone like that, it was a big thing for me. And for her to do that and like just say it to me like it was nothing just really hurt me. Like, she couldn't even remember when they did it or how long or how many times, so it just really hurt me, you feel me? And so I just went to ask her and everything. I'm like, were you ever even in love with me? And she said no. She said, I didn't know anything like that. Like, I wasn't in love with you. I feel like if to be in love with someone, I need to be in person with them, and we were not in person, so I wasn't in love with you. I'm like, oh. So I cried and we stopped talking. Before I show y'all this clip, it's really embarrassing. Please don't laugh at me. Please. It's funny to look at now, but then shit was not fucking funny. But we're gonna laugh at this right now. And don't fucking clip me.
I just found out. Y'all don't understand. Screaming, crying, and throwing up. I can taste these nasty tears in my mouth. I hate people that record themselves crying. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But bro, I need to. I just want to look back at this, because hopefully I'll laugh back at this when I'm in a couple years or something. But right now it's not funny at all. It's like I didn't expect her to not have sex, because who doesn't want sex? You know, who doesn't? But the fact that she did hurts. It's like, bro, you really gone. You really leaving. Oh my god. It's not even funny. Like, you can't do this, bro. I cannot do this. Ugh. She's not coming home. You know, it's one thing to know that she fucked somebody, but it's another thing that when I asked her when, she doesn't even remember. She said she doesn't even remember. It's just random. That's so much worse. If you knew a time frame and all that, I'd be like, okay. But she doesn't even remember. It's like she doesn't even care that she's out there fucking. Oh my god. You don't understand, I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I thought I could have took it if she was talking to somebody. But sex is such an intimate thing. And it's so, you're connecting souls, okay? Connecting souls. And it's like, now I'm thinking about her touching somebody. She's putting her fingers in her and rubbing her clit. Oh my god. I cannot. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm actually gonna kill myself. I can't. I just went to go get her repost. Bad idea. She reposted a video and it said, when people try to talk to me, but I'm loyal to my babe, who's not my babe, who's my babe. Oh my god. And she posted her. That's the reason why this whole thing started. Because she posted her, and I was wondering who that girl was. It's like, I know we weren't together. I know we aren't together. I know. But in my mind, we're gonna get back together. Like, not now. We're gonna continue to grow and heal and be better for each other. And eventually we're gonna flow back, because she's literally like my freaking soul tie. She's my soulmate. But no, she's all fucking people and posting them and calling them her bitch. Oh my god. I can't.
So fast forward to 2024, I had met this guy online again, Wiz, and Landon, that was his name. Oh no, let's backtrack. Linda. This is December 2023. I met Linda on Wiz, and she wasn't really my type for real. When I seen her in person, like I had seen her at the mall, like we went to the mall together, and First of all, this bitch had no lips. They were thin as paper, and I had to kiss them, and it was just and like she was just fucking trying to grab my coochie from the fucking in public. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not kidding. And so she was really toxic. She didn't like the stuff that I posted either. Like, she's like, oh, you got a man, blah, blah, blah. Like, if I post about Dean Winchester or something, it was just very toxic, and I was not feeling it. So I'm like, you know, I cut her off, and then she ended up popping back up, and I had to cuss her out. Like, cuss her out. Like, I will literally show y'all proof. I had to cuss her out.
I think I have to do this in a voice message because it's not clicking with you. But I'm not interested. I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go out. I don't want none of that. I'm over it. Been over it since last year. Don't know why you text me. Especially out of nowhere. We haven't talked since June. I'm not interested. I don't want to be interested. I don't want to go out. I am on my grown woman stuff. I have things to do. I have a job. I don't want to communicate with you. So please, take this as me saying I'm not interested after I've said it a couple times already. I typed the whole paragraph too. Please move on with your life. It was a kiss. It was not that special. I don't even know how to kiss. So it definitely wasn't that special. Please find peace. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice year. One, I don't even remember texting that. Don't have our messages because I deleted them. Because like I said, once I shut that chapter, it's closed and done. I don't reopen it. It's sealed. So I don't know why you're trying to reopen it. You have other girls you can talk to, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why you want to come talk to me when we haven't talked. We barely even know each other. I'm very confused. You don't miss me. You miss the presence of me. You miss my aura. And I feel that because I have an amazing aura. I'm funny as hell. I'm pretty as hell. And that's mostly what you're stuck on. You're stuck. And this sounds so cocky, but I'm just being so real because I know myself and I know my worth. And I know that I look good. And that's the reason why you want to talk to me. It's lust. It's not love. It's a craving. It's not a crush. Like Billy said, it's a craving. It's not a crush. So, therefore, have a nice year. I please don't respond again because I will have to block you. Good luck on life. Good luck on love. I wish you well.
So that was that. I still, like, respectfully, you got healing to do, honey. Baby, I'm trying to hear right now. I'm not over my ex. Please move on. That's what I said then. So the car guy, Landon, he was 21. We never talked, like, we talked on the phone like twice, but when I was talking to him and we were talking about, like, you know, getting down and everything, he was trying to fuck me in the car. I told him I was a virgin. Why the fuck would you want me to have sex with you in the fucking car? Are you fucking dumb? Blocked. Yeah. So next, this one was a couple months ago, about January 2025. I worked with him. I had a little bit of a crush on him. I ended up getting his Instagram and everything. He's like, oh, you ain't got a man or nothing. So he's texting and everything. And he had made me mad because I was texting him and I saw him be on his phone and everything, but he did not text me back. And so then when I had an attitude, texting him back, he was like, man, why you got an attitude? I'm like, bro, you literally didn't even text me back. Like, you took hours. And then I had said something like really flirty, but also like really irritating. He was like, why you missed me? I was like, maybe. And so that's when we started flirting or whatever. And then I was talking to him. I'm like, well, how old are you? And he was like, 26. Hello? I was like, oh. I'm like, you're a little old. A little old for me. He was like, nah, don't tell me you barely legal. You a baby 18. I said, oh, baby, I'm 18. Baby, I'm 18. I'm like, I'm mature though, but I'm 18. Yeah. And so he was like, well, you know, it's not a problem for me if it's not a problem for you. So I'm like, oh, no, it's not a problem. It was kind of a problem. And so he was telling me, oh, yeah, like, you know, your lips look good, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, your booty look good in them pants and everything. I'm like, I was trying to ignore him, but when I was trying to ignore him, he literally would like tap me on my shoulder and like get my attention at work, and I'm like, niggas, you cool. So then we were talking, and he was basically trying to get me to like on break go to his car and like kiss and make out and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not getting your fucking car. I was like, you know, I'm a big bag. I like to eat during my break. I'm not gonna be walking out to nobody's car. I like to read. I'm not doing that. So he's like, well, I guess we'll never know. I was like, okay, guess we'll never know. And he ended up like getting real irritated with me or whatever, and not talking to me, and he ended up like getting fired because he was just seasonal. So yeah. Then we're gonna fast forward to my second girlfriend. This was more recent. I met her through TikTok, and I'm going to call her Lola. I met her through TikTok. She had commented on my thing, so I commented back, and then we started texting. And I told her, like, you know, she's a femme, so she's like very feminine, very pretty. And I was like, you know, I have a 3-month rule. If I'm not dating nobody until it hits 3 months, I want to get to just know you the whole time. She's like, okay, that's cool. So we talk and everything. She took me on a date for the first time, and we actually speaking of dates, there was another girl I forgot to tell y'all about, which is the first date I ever went on, and her name was Faith, and I will beat that bitch up if I see her, because bitch, you do need that, because she had gave me her Zeus account information. Like, we only was talking for like a month. Like, I met her in person and everything, but I seen her in person, but she gave me her Zeus information, like, oh, you know, if you want to go in there and watch baddies, you can. So me and my auntie tried to log in with the information she gave us, but it would not let us log in. So we didn't tell her that or nothing, no. But then after we had stopped talking, she got mad at me. She's like, and I told her because I like Twitter gore, and she's like, she don't think that's okay at all. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck, because I was forced to watch that shit by R, so I like that shit now. I don't give a fuck. And so she had said that she was like, you should go jump off a bridge like you like to watch some people do. Why did she hikey eat me up though? Okay, but fast forward, she took me on a date and everything, and it was nice. It was cute. We kissed on the date, and we went on like another date after that. I had took my first edible with her. I'm just gonna fast forward through her. Now come time for her to actually ask me out. So I went over to her house to stay the night and everything. She wanted to go to a dinner, and it had hit 3 months already. And so we went to the dinner. I had made her like this little note and everything, and it was really cute, like for real. Like, she ended up getting me a Summer Walker vinyl, which I have over there, and decorating my whole car. I showed her the pictures and everything, and it was like, will you be my girlfriend, with like a little bag with candles everywhere. And she decorated in my own car, and I didn't even know. And so I was like, yeah. But when I first pulled up to her house, something was off with me. Like, before she even asked me out, I was just very irritable. Like, everything that she did just really irritated me for some reason now. Like, she could breathe too loud or just touch my hand, and I would just get so annoyed. And I didn't know why, because it wasn't like that before. So I feel like that was really trying to warn me that that was not what I was not supposed to say yes. Because after I said yes and everything, it was cool, but I still was very irritable. And it was just things that she did that kind of made me cringe, and I was already kind of compromising, because before this is after, but she would like do things like, oh, give me a kiss to the phone. I don't like that. That's very cringy to me. Like, I'm not, but no, what the fuck, no. So I didn't like doing that shit, but I did it for her. But I did not like, when she would tell me to do it, I was like, no, I don't want to, and I just did it anyway. But I did not like that shit. And then after, I was kind of really like debating whether I should stay or not, because I'm really not feeling it. And there was other things and factors too, but I'm not gonna mention that out here because it's not your business. But yeah, I asked her, like, do you think you have to talk to somebody every day, like in a relationship? And she was like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, I don't. And then so it was really like a whole debate about that, because I like to take a week off of social media and everything and talking to people just for myself, for my mental health. And she didn't like that, so I was already kind of compromising with that, and I didn't want to compromise no more, because I'm not compromising myself for anybody. That's simple as that. And then ultimately I got a reading done, and they basically told me to let that shit go. So I ended up having to call her and tell her through the phone, and it was actually kind of really hard for me to do. And yeah, But I just realized a lot about myself too. Like, I'm not emotionally available for her or for anybody right now. Like, I'm emotionally detached. And I wasn't in an emotional capacity to be in a relationship. And I found out that she's not my type, which sounds bad, but I thought because I think femmes are cute. I thought that was my type. But now that I really sit here and think about it, my type is more of that mask look. Like, I like people that look like Billy, like that could do both. So I like stems and no labels and mask. I think I just find femmes attractive, but I can't date one because just being in this relationship, I didn't like that. I want somebody to lead. I want you to lead. Like, I'm gonna still do my own shit. I'm a bad bitch. I'm still tell you what the fuck to do. But lead me. Like, don't tell me, oh, you want to go to this place for dinner? No, be like, we going to this place for dinner. Hello, like. And then, like I said, voices are an important thing, and I just kind of wasn't feeling hers a little bit. It wasn't raspy. It was more on a high pitched side, and I like that Billy rasp. And so I broke up with her. What was that? May? I don't know. Wait, no. Yeah, in May. So not too long ago. And she's blocked because we were having an important discussion and she left me undelivered for like 2 days. So I blocked her because don't ever piss me off like that again in your life. Yeah. Now to the present. And now it's the present. I have a crush on 2 people right now, but one is more elite than the other. And they both work at my job. And they're men. Oh, oof. So basically, the first guy, he's just really sweet. And the other one, he's really sweet too. But we don't talk for real. But me and the other one talk more than that one. Well, guys, today, number 1 is officially off the list because he was talking with the Amazon hoe. After flirting with me, so it's really fuck him. But low key, do we have a new love interest? Cause shut the fuck up. Sorry. Because he really like this guy asked for my Instagram today, so like is he low key like is he a new love interest? I mean, I don't even talk to the other one no more anyway, so he really is like number 1 lead because he the only one I'm like crushing on, but hopefully he don't see this. But I don't know where it's gonna go. I said I wasn't dating for 2 more years because I just want to focus on money and moving and everything. So that's what my plan is. I don't plan on being in a relationship for the next 2 years, but we'll see. But I do want to say things that I have learned and changed since being in these relationships. Being with R really made me emotionally detached from people. So I finally am at the point. Me and her don't talk anymore either. Like, we haven't talked in months. But since actually last June, yeah, damn, it's been a year. Oh my God, it's been a year. I actually did a prank call calling her. I'm insert clip.
Hey, what's up, shawty? What's up, shawty?
Hello?
What's up, shawty?
That didn't sound like her. Who was
didn't?
that?
It was. You told me to call it.
But who was that?
It sounded like
That
her.
didn't sound like her. That's not something like
So it's her number.
It sounded like a girl. What if it was her girlfriend answering? I'd beat the hoe up. I don't care. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was crashing out a little bit. But I can say that I think I've healed from her. I think I have let that go and the possibility of us and anything. I think I fell more in love with the idea of her. Because when I was... actually, let's fast forward back to last year because she had texted me and we were talking again, but as a friend, and she was telling me about the girl that she's with. She's like, can I just ask your opinion and everything? And she was like, telling me how in love with her she was. And I was just so hurt hearing that because I was not over her. And she was telling me, like, I was never in love with you. I never loved you. It was never like that. I was never in love with you. And that really hurt to hear. But, yeah. She said she never hated. She don't hate me, though. But she just wasn't in love with me. I had to accept that. But, I became emotionally detached because of her. Or because of that situation. And I'm so easy to block somebody now. I feel like if I could block her, I can block anybody in the world. And I have. So thank you for making me a certified black bitch, because I needed that shit, honestly. And it really showed me what I want and what I don't want in a relationship, because honestly, if we were to able to be more mature and everything, she's the best person. She's my favorite ex. She's literally perfect for me, honestly. Our friendship, kind of, because we never were really friends, but the way we got each other, inside jokes and everything, it was the best. I'm not gonna lie. It was the best. And if we could have, like, been different and more mature and older, maybe it would have worked. But it is what it is, because her voice, fucking A. I needed that voice so bad. I still do, honestly, not gonna lie. No, but I just learned, like, what I want and what I don't want in a relationship. I worked on my communication and my jealousies. But no, because I still think, and I still stand on this with R, that her and her friend had something going on. I don't care. They liked each other something. They was bumping coochie something. I still believe that too. And she know what friend I'm talking about too. Because they definitely was doing something. I still believe that to this day. I don't care. That girl not straight. She just bi-curious. I don't care. Clock it. Anyways. With Lola, I learned my type and everything. And with the other people, I just learned, like, not to take shit from nobody. Because I was easy to cut them hoes off. And don't settle. Don't settle. Yeah. So that's the ones that stood out to me the most about, like, my crushes and stuff over the years. So it's not that tragic. But, you know, R definitely, like, tore me out. Ruined me, destroyed me. And I had to rebuild myself, basically. But, you know, first loves, I guess, do that. Now, was I actually in love with her? I will never know. I don't know. I still don't know to this day. Or was it just like I was in love with what we could have been, or in love with our future? Maybe. But she told me she actually never saw a future with me. She just went along with it. But she never really saw us being serious or anything. I actually was, quote unquote, one of her hoes before we actually started dating. But I never knew that, because she was never one of my hoes. She was just a friend to me at first. So, yeah. No hard feelings though, are, you know, it is what it is, honestly. She actually inspired this tattoo. Yeah. She had drew one on her, and then I was like, I actually kind of like that, so I tattooed mine. But, yeah. So, that is going to wrap up my tragic love life. I actually felt like I got cheated on with R, but whatever, no. She probably did fucking cheat on me, that bitch. No hard feelings though. I wish you happiness and love in life, period. But let me know, like, if y'all made it this far, and which one was, like, y'all favorite to hear, or which one y'all think was the actually craziest one. Low-key, I think the craziest one for me, like, what might have to be the 26-year-old. Wrap it up, please. But yeah, stop wait. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow my Instagram and Snap, and turn on post notifications to get enough for posting a video. All right, that's it for me, homosexuals. I hope you enjoyed BTT, Bestie Tea Time, episode 2, my tragic love life. Was it tragic enough for y'all? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if y'all want some more BTT episodes. I mean, I'm gonna give them out regardless, but let me know what type of topics y'all want to hear, like spirituality, like finances and all of that, because I can really help y'all out with that, because I'm in the midst of, like, doing stuff. So let me know. But that's it. Bye. Stay gay. I'm just kidding. Go repent. Bye.